Hey WFG community, first and foremost, thank you so much for letting me be a part of your lives for this last month. The awesome visualizations that we shared, these videos, they've been really special to me. I trust they've been special to you. For this last one, I want to talk about something that's very near and dear to my heart and very timely for what's going on in our world and in the US. It's pain, but not just pain. There's feelings of helplessness out there, feeling of things that we can't control, and it causes us a lot of heartache. And it's understandable that it does because of just seeing the tragedies and the challenges and the struggles. And how can it not? But don't miss the opportunity here for us to not only take and experience this differently, but then to do something about it. And that's really what I wanted to talk to you today about. And I wanted to share a little bit more about what it means and how it works. But quite simply, it's learning how to convert pain, helplessness, fear, doubt, worry, or any emotion into an action of love. Now, on the surface, that may seem very woo-woo, but it's not. There's actually science behind this process, and there's some things I want you to understand. Because if we're going to really make a difference in this world, we have to be the change. We have to do something different. And what happens a lot of times when we're looking at the pain of the world, it's natural. It's a natural brain function to associate with it. Not only associate, vibrate at its level. Now, when we look at pain and vibrate pain, which means to experience pain in our own body, hurt, sorrow, sadness, helplessness, when we take whatever the experience is, and we internalize it, and then we vibrate at that level, then we literally become magnifiers of the same thing. Not through any kind of intention, but through natural process for sure. Because the brain starts firing and sending out this frequency, the body starts firing and sending out this frequency, and not only does it really challenge us physically and mentally and emotionally, but then again, it's what we're sending out to the world. Now, there's been many studies done about thoughts and how thoughts create energy and how energy can change things, including even the molecules of water. And since we're made up of mostly water, it can really change our own molecular structure. But it's more than that. It's how much we're putting that out into the world. So, first and foremost, what we want to do is understand that we're going to have a natural reaction to society, to life, to tragedy, struggles, pains out there. That's going to be the initial reaction. The humanness is going to be very real and very there, and that's okay. That initial reaction, though, can't be our total reaction. It has to be something that happens. We quickly realize that it's creating the same feelings in us and that we're going to magnify that, and we have to counter if we want to make change for ourselves and for others. Now, this isn't easy, for sure, because the humanness is very strong in all of us. But if we can start to counter, it will make a huge difference, not only in your life, but being a light or an example or a beacon, if you will, for others. But it takes understanding that the key thing, the goal, ultimate goal would be to take pain and convert it into an action of love. Now, how we do that is very simple, and if you've listened to the visualization, you'll have a real-life example of how you can do that, but I'll explain for maybe those who haven't quite gotten to the visualization yet. When you breathe, and you can slow down your breathing, when you start to calm the body down, and you start to just think of simple, loving thoughts. It could be direct, loving thoughts to all the people out there that are struggling right now. It could be thinking about loving thoughts of your own collection, a beautiful moment in your life, or several beautiful moments in your life. A beautiful child being born, an amazing event that happened, a magical moment. Whatever those beautiful, pure, loving events are, we want to fire, because this is going to start the process of countering the lower vibrations, the lower frequencies in the thoughts. So with that, we breathe and we start thinking. This level of love has to be when we breathe. It can't just be thought. The thought starts it, but when you imagine those loving thoughts, then you go and you take a deep breath in. You can even put your hands here too, because it really feels good for me, and I'm sure it feels good for a lot of people. And we breathe into our chest. And we breathe out. Breathe in these loving thoughts. And if you're doing it really well, you will even feel a smile on your face. And you breathe out. Now this is key because this doesn't change what's going on in the world directly, and nor does it dismiss what's going on in the world. This isn't to avoid the world. This is to start to engage with the world differently. But this is where we start. We have to start somewhere, so this is a great thought. So once we start here and we start building up this breath, building up this love, this thought, then the next thing we do is we start to imagine that energy being sent out, vibrated out. Imagine, it's just using truly your imagination, this bigger thought, to send this thought out, send this frequency out, send it out through your heart, send it out through your mind, and you just feel it kind of coating the environment around you. Maybe it's a specific area, maybe it's one of the hardest hit areas, maybe it's a certain population or a certain experience. We just send it out. And you imagine just sharing this out. And you can add thoughts of, I love you. You could, if you want, but you don't have to. You just send this positive feeling out. What you start doing is changing your own molecular structure back into an alignment in a higher vibration. And then you start effectively, actively just telling the world that I love you, it's okay. Sending out this energy. This is an important thing to do. It may seem trivial just to talk about. But when you actually try it, it makes a big difference. It's something that's really important to change and shift yourself. Now, will we ever know if the world feels it? No. But you will. You'll know that you feel it. Your family knows when you're in a loving space and when you're in a sad space. Kids can especially pick up on it. You'll know, and that's the most important thing. And then, believe it or not, it will ripple out to others. So we take any of these feelings and now we have an action. We can do something for ourselves and send this out into the world. And this is bigger than anything. It's bigger than any post we can put online. It's bigger than any words or actions that are done through social media. Now, if you double them up, if you do this work and then post something, that's a beautiful combination. But if you just post something without changing your own molecular structure, without raising your own vibration, then you have this just potential illusion of change without real change inside. So we want to make sure we create real change inside and send this out, breathe this out, feel this. Right now I'm sending this positive love and light out. I'm thinking of all the amazing moments, all the loving words that people have said, even from the month that we've been together. I'm thinking about all the beautiful people who care about you and me, and even the company that is supporting this right now. I take a moment and breathe that in. Even in this moment, you can feel a change. This is something we can do. We are going to make a change the most when we do this. We matter, you matter. This is what the most important thing to do in our lives. Now more than ever, this is it. So, have an amazing rest of your day, and I look forward to connecting again soon. Thank you.